currently on rent. We live on rent. And my dad just didn't like the landlord that much because, she's very picky and blah blah blah. So he's like, dude, we're getting our own place. So I was very busy with that, and thank God the deal went through. Anyway, so in this video, I have some more show and tell to show you guys. I have a little bit of news as well that probably everybody knows anyway, but I wanted to put my 2 cents in it as well. So I guess first we can talk about the news about the PS6. I'm sure if you guys are in the gaming news or in the gaming world at any capacity, you would know that the PlayStation 6 is all digital, which is so crazy. Sony announced a couple days ago, or maybe a week ago, that they're gonna go all digital starting 2028, I believe. Which is so crazy. I don't like digital games. Of course, my experience with digital games, it just hasn't been good. You lose your password or you get hacked. That's just not good. And then you just lose everything, so you don't technically own anything, basically. So yeah. But that's that. So I bought a PS2 and I bought a PS3. I got the super slim PS3 and I got the slim PS2 as well. So yeah. Alright. So I will share I will show you some games that I bought. Some games, I don't know, might be repeats. So I do apologize for that. Maybe. So there might be a repeat, I think. So anyway. Yeah, alright. So let's start with the first one. So this is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, Wolverine. So, Ultimate Alliance, I love the Ultimate Alliance games. The first and the second one were really, really good. It's kind of a shame that the third one was an exclusive to Nintendo Switch. You can see it has all the characters. Wolverine in the front, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel. I've heard that this is probably the weakest of them all, because you can see Black Panther, because it kind of copied Avengers. The movie at the time was very popular, the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's basically what this is. Speaking of Infinity Gauntlet and Avengers, Spider-Man's coming out this month and it's so cool. I'm excited for the Punisher. And I think I don't think they have released like a proper Doomsday trailer, but Doctor Doom is gonna be the big bad this time around rather than Thanos, which is so cool because I love that character. So as you can see, there's Thanos here, and like I think I've said this in a previous video, RDJ is gonna play Doomsday. So yeah, that'll be fun. This game is made in Japan. That's cool. What the heck? Okay. Assemble your dream team and prevent galactic devastation. Dun, dun, dun. This is cool. I think this is French. Okay, interesting. It has French. I think that might be French. Okay, or Spanish, I guess. Oh. course, the inside is not much to look at. Yeah, it's just a little disc, but let me try opening it. Man, these cases are so loud. Oh my god. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, put the game stuff away. Okay. As you can see, it just has like the the gems, and the game. Let me try to remember what gems these are. So we have, I think this is space gem or stone. The green is time stone. Purple is power stone. Yellow is the mind stone. Red is the reality stone. And then the soul stone, I think, is the orange one. So those are the 6 stones. Thanos is gonna be after, as usual. So I'm gonna put that away. Where am I gonna put these? Anyway, let me put them on the side here. Alright. So that's the first game for Switch. And then we have 007 First Light. I've heard this game is really, really good. Amazon MGM Studios. Wow, that's cool. I heard this is probably the best 007 game. No, I never played a 007 game, so this is my first time. But they say that this kind of reminded them of Uncharted, so that's cool. I like Uncharted. Speaking of Uncharted, there's a new Tomb Raider game coming out as well. So that's cool. That's fun. I like Tomb Raider as well. So yeah, we have First Light, 007. I'm not sure if I already showed you guys this in the previous video. I apologize if I did. I don't think I did though. Yeah, so earn the number. This is Spanish. Earn the number. Okay. Welcome to M16. Okay. It's kind of other thing is the GTA thing. The GTA 6 is, I believe, it's all digital. No, I haven't pre-ordered it yet. 1 second. I have not pre-ordered GTA 6 yet. I'm kind of waiting for a physical version, but they're saying that there might not be a physical version, so that's kind of sad. You know, it is what it is. So this is the inside. Not much to look at, really. And pretty soon there's not gonna be much to look at all, unfortunately. That's gonna be very sad. I don't know. Many people are boycotting PS6. But I don't know, I think it's just words at the end of the day. I think people are still gonna buy a PS6 at the end when it does launch. Whenever that's gonna be. I think, but GTA, you know, regardless of being a digital game, they made back $3 billion, maybe even more, in day one. This was day one. So, I don't know, at the end of the day, I think it's just words. I don't think that most people that say that they're not gonna buy, they do end up buying it, because, you know, it's just what it is. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this. Gothic. I think we played a demo for this game. Gothic here. Okay. And then this is the back. I never played originally came out. So this is 60 gigabytes. Yeah, so you have the French here, and then you have American English here. Okay, it's too small, I'm not gonna read it, but you guys know Gothic. It does have a cult following. It's made by THQ Nordic. THQ Nordic, whenever I hear the name THQ Nordic, for whatever reason, I kind of just remember like the Scooby-Doo and SpongeBob games. Because that was my childhood back on the PS2. So, yeah. Let's open this up. This isn't gonna be like a very long video. I'm gonna try to go through this quick. So yeah, here is Gothic. Man, they really don't make cases like they used to. It's just so empty now. Compared to PS2 and PS3 cases. So put that on the side. And then, speaking of retro, right? So this is another one that I was very, very excited for. Mouse PI for Hire. This game came out, I think, 2-3 months ago on the digital stores. But I wanted a physical copy, so I waited the extra months. This I think tells that I love physical copies more than digital, because I was willing to wait. I would like to play this game as a ASMR gameplay for you guys. Maybe we might even do a complete playthrough of this game on this channel. So if you guys want that, do let me know. If you guys enjoy it, then I'll make more videos of this, because it's so cool. It's kind of like it goes back to the 1930s, back to like the Rubber Hose Disney animations. Like whenever I look at animation like this, I kind of just remember like the 1920s Mickey Mouse, which is obviously because they started it, I believe. And this obviously gives a whole image of Mickey Mouse, because this is all a mouse world. It just looks so cool. Black and white, kind of like the Spider-Man Noir world. So yeah, I really enjoyed that show as well. I don't know if I spoke about it on a previous video, but I really enjoyed Spider-Man Noir, and I saw the entire thing in black and white as it should be seen, right? I don't know, I might go back and watch it in color as well. But this is Mouse PI for Hire. And yeah. Welcome to the Mouseburg, City of Secrets. Join private investigator Jack Pepper on a guns blazing, jazz fueled adventure in Mouse PI for Hire. Mouse PI for Hire combines the charm of hand-drawn Rubber Hose animation inspired by the classic cartoons of the 1930s, yeah, with the adrenaline, I can never say that word, and action of an exclusive first-person shooter. 20 gigabytes. That's so weird to see on a PS5 game. It's a refreshing thing to see. Oh, and then you got like the 3 shots here. Screenshots. T for violence, blood, and mild language. Oh my god, what am I gonna ever do? Okay. Ultra HD, Blu-ray. Somebody said in the comments that the game is called Dreams. It's on PlayStation only because it's by the creators of Little Big Planet. Supposedly, you could make video games in this software, whatever. I think you can just make it straight from the PlayStation as well. Excuse me. Which is so crazy. That's pretty cool. The PS4 controller. The Tron game looked so good. So we'll give this thing a try. I don't know what this is exactly. We're just gonna have to pop it in and see what it is. But supposedly you can make your own video games. I don't know if it's still a thing or they discontinued it. Only 11 gigabytes. That's crazy. Dream anything, play everything. Very very cool, very what's the word I'm looking for? Ambitious. Especially for its time. So, but this is only on the PlayStation. Which is crazy because it makes sense if it was more on the PC side, but you know. This is exclusively for the PlayStation because it's by the creators of the company owned by PlayStation, I think. So yeah, alright. And again, nothing really to look at, but you know, let me just open it. Oh my god, again. Dreams. And then this is something here. I don't know. I don't want to look into it because I think it has a code. Only on PlayStation, which is so crazy to me. You would think something like this would exist on the PC just for fun, but no. Okay. Let's move into PS2, or I think it's PS3. Alright. The typical GameStop. Typical GameStop box art. One second, let me move these aside for a little bit. Okay. So this is Lego Batman 3, but I did purchase a box for that one. So this is another game. This isn't Lego Batman. As you can see, this is GTA 4. GTA 4 for the PlayStation 3. I'm gonna try to get a box for this one as well. We'll look up on eBay or something. But yeah, it has that smell too, if you know what I'm talking about. But GTA 4, I have very fleeting, let me just put them on this side here. I have a very fleeting memory of GTA 4, very fleeting. I remember my cousin had it on the Xbox 360, and I played a little bit of it. Really enjoyed it. GTA 4, a lot of people's favorite, I would say. Alongside, I think San Andreas. I think this is probably one of the best ones. But yeah, I forgot the character's name. I think Carlos, maybe. Anyway. So that's gonna be fun. Play a little bit of that too. And then this is my childhood right here, man. Lego Batman the video game. Oh yes. Very classic. Simple. Not too, nothing crazy, but it's so, like, good. Very classic, voice acting. So this goes back to that time. Gotham City is falling to pieces. Joker. Because I remember you could play as the villains in this game. Man, this goes back. Required hard disk space at least 85 KB. I don't know what KB is, but it's not even a gigabyte. That's crazy. Supported HD, PSP system, remote play, blah blah blah, online. Okay, that's cool. Man, and I remember when the PS3 had free online. What days, man. Damn, look at this. E10, cartoon violence. So we have this, like a Batman. Very, very classic up in here. Oh god. Wow, this one just has the disc. Doesn't have the manual. So there it is. The disc here. It doesn't have the manual with it. Wow. That's okay. Okay. Alright. So Lego Batman 1. And then we have Infamous. Of course, everybody knows this is kind of a weird box. It's not really a box. It's a not for resale. Not too bad. This is like a flimsy case thing. It's a cardboard case. Infamous. I love the Infamous games. Now, another thing is, I just remembered the PlayStation 3 store is gonna close. So I went into the PlayStation store and I purchased as much as I could. Well, for now, at least, anyways. I think next year it's gonna close in July 2027. So I got the Infamous Festival of Blood. So yeah, don't remember too much about these games, but I do remember that there was like a competition between Infamous and Prototype. Me personally, I liked Infamous more. I think it just had a lot cooler powers, electricity, and you know, all that. I really want Sucker Punch to make Infamous games again. These are really good, man. I love the trilogy. The new one kind of got old and boring real fast. I don't know why. But this one just is all-time classic. I love the art. I love the comic booky look to it. You know, it just, I love the art style of the game. Very comic booky and belongs in like a Marvel universe or something. I think Marvel, or DC did make comics for this game as well, if I remember. So that's Infamous 2. And let me show you this one. Infamous 1. 9 out of 10's Game Informer. 9.2 out of 10's Amazing IGN. Editor's Choice 2009. Wow. This was like almost like, no, it's not a launch title. I remember I got my PS3 back in, excuse me, '09. I don't really like the red box, but I couldn't get the other one. 170, is that 172 megabytes? Wow. 7, 8 times when I first had it. And this is the, collection edition, but just only one. And then this is the manual. Man, I remember when games used to have this book type thing, right? So you have like the manual, blah blah blah. Of course, the manual thing faded away a long time ago, right? And now discs are gonna go away too. So Infamous, really, really good game. So yeah, Cole McGrath, probably really, really good protagonist. And then we have another classic, Ultimate Alliance, Spider-Man. Man, this game was not cheap. Man, the Activision games are not cheap. I'm really looking into Spider-Man Web of Shadows and Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I'm not buying them right now, obviously, because Spider-Man's coming out this month, so the hype for Spider-Man is making things a bit more expensive. This game I bought for $80, dude. $80. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is, yeah. Wow. So you have, let me see if I can name all of them. So you have Elektra, Wolverine. I kinda remember that I enjoyed this one more than the second game. I like the story of this one more. Elektra, Wolverine, Thor, The Thing, Ghost Rider, Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. And then you have the back here. Galactus. I remember people were kind of upset back in the day when the second game kind of steered away from Galactus and made a Civil War storyline. This game is, I think, made by the same guys that made Wolverine and the X-Men games. And the other one, I forgot which company made that one. Oh yeah, the Raven Software made this one, the Raven Software. Okay. You have Blade in the back, that's cool. Really cool selection of heroes. I personally believe that the first one had a lot better heroes too. I think they even have Silver Surfer in the first one. But the problem with the first game is that it just looks like so plastic. They look like toys, literally. Yeah. But we have the Ultimate Alliance games. Our main 4 heroes, or 5, I guess. So Spider-Man, Captain America, Elektra, The Thing, Thor, Wolverine. And then this comes with a booklet as well. It's just black and white, but okay. I remember playing this game in my cousin's house on the Xbox, and I loved it. I loved this game so much. I was like, wow, you get to play as so many heroes and villains. This was my very first introduction to a lot of characters. I think most people would agree that Ultimate Alliance introduced them to a lot of new characters. Wolverine was an introduction of this game. Not really though, but because I loved the X-Men growing up, the cartoon. But I really got to know a lot of X-Men characters through this game as well. But yeah, Silver Surfer, especially the Fantastic Four. Okay. Then we have Lego, Lord of the Rings, Gollum, Legolas, Aragorn, Gandalf, Frodo. So, we have this Lego game as well now. Join the battle in the greatest adventure ever built. Fight your way across Middle Earth in the epic adventure that will decide the fate of the world. Oh my god, 5 megabytes. That's crazy. Wow, man, these games were a lot better compressed. So we have the disc here, and then let's remove that. Okay. Let's look at this manual. Lord of the Rings, of course, an all-time. Wow, this is black and white. That's, I don't know what to say. Okay. I love Lord of the Rings. So had to get this one. I really want to get what's the Pirates of the Caribbean as well. You know. So Lord of the Rings, Lego. Oh my god. And then we have Batman Arkham Origins. I finally now own all of the Arkham games. Of course, if you have the PS3 version, you get the Nightfall pack for free. And so you have Batman Arkham Origins. Very underrated in my opinion. I really loved this game, and I'm so glad I own it now. This was such a good game. And it didn't really get the recognition that it deserved, unfortunately. I actually like this better than Arkham Knight as well. For me, it's Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and then, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, and then Arkham Knight. This game was so good. It had like really good boss battles. In fact, I think this has better boss battles than Arkham Asylum. But yeah, very underrated game, unfortunately. Very good game, exclusive downloadable content. I remember when people were pissed about this. Yeah. Splinter Cell, Blacklist. I never played any of the Splinter Cell games, but I was recently looking up some reviews for these games, and it really appealed to me. So I was like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. So I ended up buying this one. No, I'm not sure if it goes in like if there's sequels, or if it doesn't really matter which one you play. I think this one came out back in 2013, so I just ended up purchasing this one. The countdown has begun. Biggest Splinter Cell game yet. Exceptional graphics, incredible. By Ubisoft, that's crazy. Ubisoft just came out with Assassin's Creed 4 Remake, which is looking up to be a pretty good game. I haven't bought it yet, but yeah. Spies versus what is this? Mercs say about this game? So 12 gigabytes. Wow, okay, this is actually something. Okay, wow. Oh my god. Okay. Another case like this. I hate when GameStop does this, but it is what it is. This is Castlevania Lord of Shadows, the first one. Yeah, there's nothing really to look at. Oh, 1 second, let me open it up. Oh my god. Alright, so we have Castlevania. I love Castlevania. I used to have this game back in the day when I had a PS3. I love this game. And the second one as well, which I don't have yet. But yeah, this is really cool. I love the Castlevania stuff. I like the show as well on Netflix. You know, the Alucard and Dracula and all that. Yeah, anything vampire I just like. Speaking of vampires, they just revealed a new gameplay, I guess, trailer video of the new Dawn Walker, which looks really good. Of course, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I love this game. When I first bought it, I bought it digitally on the PS3 back in the days when it first came out. And I remember loving his suit. This was my introduction to Metal Gear. Because I wasn't a huge stealth guy, so I never really liked Metal Gear games. But when I saw this one, it was just like, damn, I gotta get this one. So I got it. Raiden, such a cool character. Well, that's a cool image. I went to the PlayStation Store and bought a bunch of content for this game as well, and this game is less than a gigabyte. That's crazy. Yeah, and I remember like just cutting and slashing everything. Such a cool, nostalgic game. Cut what you will. Yeah, right, and that's cool. Alright. Yeah. And then we have Lego Batman 2. This was, I think, the first game to ever have voice acting. First Lego game to have voice acting. Legends Unite. The dynamic duo teams up with legendary DC superheroes to save Gotham City. Dun, dun, dun. And I think this was the first ever Lego game to be open world. I remember it was, I think, Gotham City, and I loved just roaming around as Superman in the new Gotham City. This was Arkham before Arkham Knight. Yeah. And of course, the new Batman game. I haven't played it yet, but obviously I'm excited. I want to play a little bit of it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I want to play a little bit of that. Not too much. But yeah. Lego Batman 2. I have that as well. We're not gonna talk about the third one. That's just insulting. And now we get to the PS2 games. So let me grab them 1 second. just noticed that my PS2 games are all Spider-Man. I just have Spider-Man games as my PS2 games. Because I bought a PS2 as well. So, yeah, alright. Let's talk about the GOAT. Spider-Man 2. Man, I have memories with this one. I remember the first time I got this game, I was so young. Oh my god, I would have been maybe 5, 6 years old. Maybe even younger. I don't know, 5, 6 years old. I remember my cousin got this for me for my birthday. I remember just unwrapping it, and man, I hadn't seen the movie yet. And, yeah, I played this game so many times. Oh my god. I put in hours in this game, but you know the thing is, I actually never beat the game because I could never do the photo missions. And for whatever reason, I thought you had to do those to progress in the story. I didn't know you could do other things to progress the story. So I would just do those camera missions for Daily Bugle, and I would get stuck on the third, fourth one because it got really difficult and hard. Because as you move along with those photos, the timer is faster and you have to do more, and they're further away. They're higher up on the buildings. So, damn. I never got to beat this game. Spider-Man 2. Everybody talks about this game, right? Oh my god, like the free roaming, the swinging. Oh my god, this bag is bringing me some memories. Take New York for a spin. This was a big deal back in the day, because I think GTA 3 just came out back in this time period and people just wanted open world. So the companies made open world games. From random crimes to global threat, the entire city is relying on you to save it. Because I remember back in Spider-Man 1, it was just, you would swing from the sky. And then this game came out, and then you could swing from the buildings, and you could actually go into New York, like the city itself, and I think you can even go inside stores and upgrade and stuff. Man, I remember this picture as well, this Doc Ock image. Such a cool character. Yeah. Man, I wonder how it's gonna be when I go back to play these games. I wonder how it's gonna feel. Obviously they're dated, but man, it's gonna bring back so many memories. Holy crap. I have played this game so many times. Oh my god, it's not even funny. Yet I never got to beat it. So yeah. Alright. Oh, let me actually show you the inside. Man, these PlayStation 2 boxes were hard. Oh my god, and they're sturdy too. Okay. So we have Doc Ock on the picture of the cover here of the disc. And then we have a big booklet. Wow, it's actually pretty sturdy here. It's pretty big. And so yeah. There was a whole strategy guide for this. That's crazy. And then you have these guys. I guess these guys did songs for Spider-Man. whether to buy this one or the PS3 version, but I ended up buying the PS2 version because this was the version that I played first, and I kind of remember enjoying the PS2 version better than the PS3 version. I don't know, let me know in the comments which one would you prefer and which one do you prefer. I prefer the PS2 one because I remember the story was a lot more streamlined. It was closer to the movie. And I think you got to play as, or not play as, but you got to fight as, you got to fight Morbius, and I love Morbius. So, yeah. I remember you got the black suit earlier as well, and it's a lot stronger in this game as well. And I also remember enjoying the boss fights in this game a lot more as well. And I remember like the Venom boss fight being a lot tougher and harder in this game. So I ended up buying this one rather than the PS3 version because the PS3 version is really glitchy, and I don't know, I just remember not enjoying that one as much when I bought it. So this is Spider-Man 3. Every hero has a dark side. Unleash it. Master all new web combat moves. Defend NYC from rooftops to subways to sewers. I remember enjoying the New Goblin fight scenes or boss battle in the PS2 version as well. Battle New Goblin, Venom, Sandman, and more. Wield the power of the black-suited Spider-Man. On PlayStation 2, choose one of 5 storylines to play, including the movie's plot. 2 bonus Marvel villains, Morbius and Shriek, which I think is the wife of Morbius in this game. Thomas, Hidden Church, and more. Cool. It's kind of funny because the Spider-Man 3 or the PlayStation 3 kind of debuted from Spider-Man 3, right? I think even had like the font of the Spider-Man 3, you know. But still, me personally, I prefer the PS2 version over the next gen at the time version of the game. I don't know, I just feel like this game presented it a lot better as a story. Yeah. Anyway, we have one more game to show you guys. Yeah, baby. Ultimate Spider-Man. Funny story about this one. I actually never played Ultimate Spider-Man. I never even owned Ultimate Spider-Man prior to this. This is in a cover. I don't want to take it out. So, we're just gonna see the box art of it. I don't think I opened up the PlayStation. Let me do that first. 1 second. Oh my god. So nothing really to look at. It's just this disc, and then you have the booklet here. So yeah. The funny thing about this game is that after 20, I would say 4 years maybe, I'm finally getting to, I finally have it in my collection. When I first wanted to buy this game, I remember this was back in 06. I think this game came out back in 05. So, damn, more than 20 years ago. That's crazy. I remember I went to GameStop to buy some games with my dad, and I had my older cousin with me as well. And when I saw this box art, I loved it so much. But my cousin said this is a T for T game, and this guy's, young and blah blah blah, and it just, I don't know. I ended up not getting it. My dad didn't buy it for me. I was so upset too. But yeah, finally have it after so long. I remember I was so upset. But what can you do? So Ultimate Spider-Man, this game was not cheap. Oh my god, this was $122, people. $122. That is insane. Oh my god, that is crazy. Damn. What can you do? I mean, damn. It is what it is. I'm just glad I have it. Be legendary, be predatory, be both. Ultimate Spider-Man. Venom. I think you can play as Venom in this game, right? This game came out after Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Very cool, I love the design of this game. Of course, the Ultimate Spider-Man was drawn by Mark Bagley, and we do have comics of that. And I love Mark Bagley's art style, and I'm so glad that they were able to, Activision was able to put that in the game as well. It's just such a timeless art. This art never gets boring, so I love the cell shading in this game. Yeah, from what I've seen, obviously I never played it myself, but a lot of people's favorite game, and I wouldn't blame them because it's such a cool, Spider-Man has such a cool design with the big eyes and Venom in the back. Very cool cover. Very timeless cover, I think. You just never get bored of looking at this cover, So, and I got the claws. Damn, look at the claws. Yeah. So, Ultimate Spider-Man. I forgot one game. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Here it is. Batman Begins. Man, this game brings back so many memories for me. I remember I was in a mall in San Jose, and I saw like a GameStop, and I told my dad, let's go in and let's check it out, let's see what's up. And I remember looking at this game, and I was like, Dad, I want to get this game. I think he bought it for like $40. This was back in 2006. This is what I think, it's so funny because this game is also T for teen, and my dad didn't let me get it. It was because of my cousin, man. But then he did let me get this game. So, but I remember back in the day, the PS2 version that I got was just blue covering, and it just had Batman Begins in the front. For whatever reason, the guy didn't allow me to get the cover art for the game, but now I got it. So, free movie ticket inside. Pretty cool. I think these are worth more as well because this does have the ticket inside. Fear is your weapon. I remember, scaring the people, interrogating them like this, and it was such a good game. I don't know, a lot of people don't like glitched, and I was very upset because of that. I remember it had cutscenes from the movie. So yeah. Right. Batman Begins. So yeah, those are my games. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 PS2 games. And yeah. 3 of them are Spider-Man and 1 is Batman Begins. And then I have 3, 4 comics as well. I have Venom and Carnage. I'm not sure if I showed you guys this. No, I did show you guys the Toxin comic. This is the first one, and then that's the second one. So we're gonna read this one first at some point, then that one. This is Carnage and Venom. The art style is very interesting. And then you have Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, Black Cat. Oh, I don't know if she was in it. That's pretty cool. Got Black Cat as well. You know. Collecting Venom versus Carnage 1 to 4, written by Peter Milligan. That's interesting because he named himself as Toxin in the other book. Illustrated by rising superstar Clayton Crane. Okay. So Venom versus Carnage. And then I showed you guys. Now, I finally got it, guys. I finally got it. The Anti-Venom. The Amazing Spider-Man presents Anti-Venom. Now, I did show you guys the individual issues for this comic, but not the entire graphic novel. I finally got it. So I have this part, and I also have the second part, which is the Return of Anti-Venom. I love the design of Anti-Venom. He looks like a Grim Reaper, ghost type character. And it just looks so cool. So yeah, now I have the separate issues of this comic and the graphic novel, and this is what we're gonna read. I don't want to read the individual issues, but this is what we're gonna read now, because I have the second printed copy. From the pages of the best-selling The New Ways to Die, Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man New Mutants, the Paolo Amazing Spider-Man Miss Marvel, bring you the story of Eddie Brock, the solo symbiote known as Anti-Venom. With his life saved by Spider-Man, Eddie is continuously walking the line between the darkness and light while trying to find his place in the world, marked only by gray. The absolute last person he needs to run into is the Punisher. Unfortunately, the Punisher remembers Eddie as a cold-blooded. Okay. So we have this thing here. I'm not gonna open it, but it's like a universal controller holder. Resident Evil Requiem. I bought this back when it first came out. So yeah, I think that's how it kind of looks. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there you go. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like a board sign thing by Geeknet. guys enjoy these sounds. Hopefully you guys are getting it good because I can't really hear it. Okay. So that's that. I do apologize for the AC outside. So then we have this. So this is Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Round Robin. Volume 22. Oh wow. So wow, that's good. I should know this. I usually get volume 1s and whatnot, but this is volume 2. So there's probably stories before this. I don't know how comics like this really go. I just kind of buy based on covers, yeah. Spidey gets by with a little help from his friends. So I guess it's just Amazing Spider-Man, but different, just comics. Guys, I apologize for the emails and stupid stuff like that. So on the cover we have Spider-Man, of course Amazing Spider-Man, and then Iron Man, and then Black Panther. But I think these are like self-contained stories. I don't think you need to buy like volume 1, 2, 3, all of them. This has like, so this is like old art. You know, you even have like Demon Goblin, and you have like Black Cat, Moon Knight here, Punisher. So MJ, damn, kind of adult themes in this one. Nova, Punisher again. So, you know, pretty big comic, this one. So this is Amazing Spider-Man Volume 22. You have, where's my pen? You have, like I said, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, and then you have Ultron, Moon Knight, I think, and Kingpin. So yeah. There's Bagley here, so I don't know if he did art for this. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then we have another Amazing Spider-Man comic as well. Epic Collections Amazing Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. Wow. And this is 25. Oh wow. This is 25. That's crazy. Arch Enemy, Assassins, and Inferno. Venom, Spider-Man, and Carnage. Carnage, the spawn of Venom, has assembled an army of web-slingers, criminally insane adversaries, to spread his message of hostility, chaos, and wholesale slaughter. Kerosene, Demon Goblin, Shriek, and the Spider-Man doppelganger, outmanned and overpowered, the wall crawler must recruit his own band of super beings to combat the rising tide of evil. Black Cat, Cloak and Dagger, Firestar, Captain America, Iron Fist, Deathlock, and Venom. Spider-Man's worst enemy becomes his uneasy ally in the battle to halt the pure evil of Carnage's mad rampage. Plus, an explosive day for Peter Parker's leads him into a savage showdown with the and Sabretooth. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. I heard a lot of good things about this comic, so I had to get it. I heard really, really good things about this comic. So you have Firestar, Black Cat, Shriek, Morbius. Oh wow. Blade. Damn. Carnage here. It's pretty crazy. You have Morbius, Black Cat, Venom, Cloak, Spider-Man. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah. Alright, guys, so we're gonna read these at some point as well. Very cool cover for this as well. And then this. Let me read the back of this one as well. I forgot to read the back of this. If he can survive a rematch with the Tri-Sentinel, this time without Captain Universe powers, Spider-Man will face his sidekick's revenge. But wait, he never had a sidekick, so who is the secret Empire's cyborg powerhouse Midnight? To get to the bottom of this mess, the web slinger will need to do a little old-fashioned teaming up. How's Moon Knight, Punisher, Nova, Night Thrasher, and Darkhawk? Not enough names? Well, the extravaganza known as the Vibranium Vendetta has Iron Man, Black Panther, Kingpin, and, oh boy, the megalomaniac known as Ultron. How does Peter Parker handle all this action without cardiac problems? Oops, spoke too soon. I love the old comic introductions by Stan Lee. So like enthusiastic and just bombastic. Yeah, alright guys. So these are all my comic book collections, and am I missing something? I don't think I am. If I am missing something, then I packed everything. So I'll show you guys those things later on. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care guys. Peace out.